Hey everyone, welcome to this next video in the series. So if you're not following, I am forming a coaching business from scratch, ground zero, and scaling it all the way to $1 million, documenting every step along the way. To give you a quick update, we're in audience building stage. So we've been posting daily short form content on our brand new YouTube channel, doing 3 shorts a day. And we can look at the stats from where we started. We're seeing some pretty clear growth. It's starting to get exponential, which is always exciting. So I'm excited to launch this new coaching program. So let's get into forming an LLC now that we know that we're onto something here. So before you form an LLC, have an idea for a business name already there. You're going to have a business address. It could be your own home. You can also get a virtual office or a registered agent. DaVinci Virtual Offices is a popular one for this if you don't want to use your personal at-home address. Obviously, you will need your social security number and just identifying information like that. And you're going to have to disclose what your business purpose is, what kind of company it is. And we're going to talk more about that later as we form this. So awesome. So these are all the steps to get started, but I just want to go over it quickly. So you can form an LLC in any state. A lot of people just pick the state they're located in, but I just wanted to show you that there are 3 most popular states. And I want to also show you that you don't have to actually live in the state that you're forming an LLC in. So the 3 most popular ones are Delaware, Nevada, and Wyoming. So Delaware is really good because it has great legal protection for business owners, very flexible LLC laws. Very fast rulings in business courts if there's ever any lawsuits or disputes or anything like that. And it's the best for investors. So if you're ever planning on selling your company or merging with another company or having an investor invest in your company, Delaware is often the best choice. Like a lot of people who are trying to sell their company will switch to a Delaware LLC to make it more favorable. So that's that. Nevada, and I happen to live in Nevada. I'm in Las Vegas. It's the best for taxes by far. So no state corporate income tax, no state personal tax, very strong privacy and very strong asset protection. So Nevada, like Texas and Florida, for example, is a state that is really well known for asset protection. So if that is something you care about, if you want to be the most protected from lawsuits or anything like that, Nevada is a great option. And then Wyoming is the last one. Wyoming is very cheap, very affordable, and has very strong privacy and asset protection. So it's the cheapest of those options, and it has really great asset protection and privacy. In fact, if someone knows the name of your LLC, they're going to have a hard time looking up who actually owns it because of the privacy protection. So very good if that is something that's important to you. All right. So let's get into actually forming an LLC. We're going to do this through LegalZoom.com right here. So what we got to do first is sign. So once we're on the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here where it says start a new business. We're going to click on that. Cool. What we're going to want to do is form a limited liability company, LLC. So S Corp, C Corp, those are like tax classifications, and you should really talk to your accountant about when you should elect for either of these options. Usually you want to have some good profit before you make these elections, but ask your accountant, of course. But right now we're just going to form a regular LLC. So we're going to name the business. So I'm going to keep it consistent with that brand naming, Poker Brock LLC. I'm going to make it a Nevada LLC because of the reasons that we saw before. And I also happen to live in Las Vegas, so that makes it easiest for me. Cool. So we have these 3 different options here. So we're going to definitely want to pick the Pro plan because we want an EIN. Without an EIN, we're not going to be able to open a business bank account. We're not going to be able to sign up for payment processors. And we're kind of SOL if we don't have that. So we're definitely going to want to pick the Pro package here. So you have your contact information here. Again, this can be your personal email and phone number. We're going to pick our industry here. So I'm going to pick coaching here because we're going to form a coaching offer That's the kind of the whole point of this series. It's going to start hitting us with some upsells here. You can add a business license. You can add that in. You can form a business bank account with them if you want to. It has some partnerships clearly with Bank of America, for example. You can form your business bank account right in there. Or once you finish filing your LLC, it's going to give you your formation documents, and then you can use that to open a business bank account with any bank of your choice. But you definitely want to open a business bank account because you want to keep your personal assets and your business assets separated for just liability purposes. And also, like, it's going to make your bookkeeping way easier, especially when it comes for tax time. But I'm going to skip this for now. I have a credit union I like to use I'm just going to open another account with them. So you can expedite your process for $100, or you can wait a couple of days. I'm just going to wait for a few days. I'm not really in a rush because there's some other things I want to get in place first. And I'm going to pass on the founder's kit. I'm just going to hit next. Cool. So we got the LLC package. We got the business license. And each state has their own filing fee. Nevada is $425. Unfortunately, forming one of these LLCs is not free, but that's fine. I'm going to continue to check out here. Cool. Order is placed, and it's going to hit me with a few more upsells. I'm just going to say no thank you. I'll buy those later if I want them. And cool, we formed our LLC. So we got to wait a few days. It usually doesn't take long, especially if you expedite it. I've formed an LLC in like as little as 15 minutes and got all my documents and everything. But I didn't expedite this one because I'm not in a rush to put this together. So we're going to wait a little bit, get our formation documents, and once we have them, we're going to open our business bank account, and then we should be able to start opening merchant accounts, start collecting payment, and all that fun stuff. All right, that is it for this video. Hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.